so lucky to have such brilliant students. I don't think we could find more brilliant students anywhere in the world. That they didn't make it, then as far as I'm concerned, they're forgiven and they should still get their piece of cake.
Okay, that's why we had to do this before we did the launch ceremony, because there was some question as to whether they earned their piece of cake or not.
Earned.
I thought for the whole time that I got to fight for the first place of the activity score.
Yeah.
That's important.
Or the known words, or the links, or something like that. But I thought that these are statistics, which are good to know, but not essential.
I agree with you. I think the activity index is the biggest one. You want to keep the activity index up, read a lot.
Well, because on the challenge page we rank users by links and known words and activity score. But then actually to get to complete the challenge, you're supposed to complete all those tasks. Now, we may have to change that, either make it clearer what you have to do, or adjust the requirements.
Right.
Because in activity score we are the first.
Hey,
Three.
Let's see that.
Clearly.
Let's have a look here.
So here we have
Hannah, Tom,
This is activity
Emily.
score.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
But
Where is
And that's Niels Henrik is the only one who completed the challenge.
Yeah.
no words. I'm pretty bad in no
Links.
words.
Links. Well, Nils Henrik had a lot of links.
Yeah.
Niels Henrik? Who's he?
Known words. We had this guy really went for it on the known words. But you guys are right up there on
That's
the known
good.
words. Yeah. Yeah, I find that the learned words, you have to make a real conscious effort to move them. Otherwise, you just don't move them enough.
The biggest advantage of moving your yellow words to known, in other words, scoring in the learned words, to me is that if I have a lesson page and it's full of yellow, it's a bit cluttered. And if I go in and the only place I move them to known is on the actual reading page, on the lesson page. And I go there and I move that, and that becomes white, and this becomes white as I go through them, as I'm reading. Say I'm reading the text for the second time, or I'm reading a text for the first time, but I come across words that I now know, I get rid of them. It's less clutter. It helps you to focus on those yellow words that you're still trying to learn. You get a sense of achievement. Look at me, I'm reading now, and it's all mostly white. So those are some of the reasons why I do it.
I also find that when I'm in the lesson on the computer, so I'm using the keyboard, I go from word to word to word. So I don't want words in there that I know.
Oh, that's true.
I got to stop there.
Yeah.
So if I get a word that I know, and then I use the 1, 2, 3, 4, and K keys to change the status, so that I'm moving them up. And if I know it, I hit K and it's gone. And
I hit K a lot.
I won't be back there again. We wanted to celebrate the release of our new Link Reader 4.0, just released this morning. Looking good so far. I mean, we've been using it all for a long time, but now it's available for everybody.
And I should say that as a user, I think the experience is 100% better than what it was. It is. It's spectacular on the computer, but especially on the mobile. And
Which is not released yet.
Okay, but the beta, okay, whatever. But it's the same. Both. The experience is much better. There are some things that change. So some people are going to miss things that they had before, but the overall experience as a learning environment is much better. A lot of little things that make it better.
Sure.
I'm learning. Now I'm back on Korean. I'm doing much better on Korean than I ever did before.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you got to talk some Korean.
Sure.
And no question that I do more now than I ever did before, and the experience on both web and mobile is more similar. Like it's almost trying to make it identical, if not identical. So it's great, and it remembers where you are, and so it's a big day. We've had you guys here not visiting, but studying, and we were hoping to launch our new version sooner, and so at least we finally got there. So it's
Not completely, but
not completely, but the biggest part. The biggest part. So we're celebrating with a cake.
All right.
You guys like cake? super excited about the launch. It's been 3 days now, and the launch went very well. We had tested it a long time, so we were fairly confident things would go well, but you never quite know until you go live, and all of a sudden you have all of your users using your new features. So that went very well. Yeah, the odd hiccup here and there, but nothing significant. The feedback's been great. Lots of positive comments, mostly positive comments. Always, of course, there are your loyal users who very much like the previous approach and have trouble adapting to the new approach, but I think over time that they'll come around. But that's a very small number of users. In fact, if we look at our numbers, over 90% of our links created, which is a big metric for us, are created using the new mode, and those are mostly existing users, pre-existing users to the launch, and so they're using the new mode, they're liking the new mode. They still have access to classic mode, but they're not using it, and so that makes us feel good about our decisions and the things that we did, and we see the numbers, and even in terms of link creation, if we compare to the 3 days before launch, there are more than twice as many links created in the 3 days post-launch than in the 3 days prior. So again, that tells us that the things we're doing are right. Yes, it's a small sample size, but so far so good. We hope the momentum will continue. We still have lots of other good stuff coming in the new updates for Link 4.0, but so far so good with the new reader. And if you haven't tried it out, we encourage you to really come and take a look. I think you're really going to like it.
I'm going to be right here.
Hi everyone, we're going to do the name draws for the week. Thanks to everyone who shared and hashtagged LingQ Academy Live. Hopefully your name gets chosen. So let's see who it is. Who's going to win this great shirt for this week. And the winner is Beta S from Twitter. I don't know if I pronounced your name properly, but we'll definitely contact you. And you get to choose between this great gray or blue shirt. And everybody else, keep sharing and hashtagging for a chance for your name to go in this bucket. Thank you.